Tell me why the 49ers really traded for Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, because we're not really seeing anything out of the offense, like out of any game. Carolina was the only game, and as solid of a defense they were, I mean, they didn't really run away with it until like the second half. So, I mean, you're looking at where Deebo Samuel's at. You're not getting that explosiveness. And we've been talking for weeks, like, if that offense is the same that we've seen from the Denver game, where are they going to go? Like, where are they going to look to? Where's their emergency card? Last year it was Deebo. 2019 was Mostert and more of a collective effort. And the only reason why Carolina
what's the ace up your sleeve, right? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
And the only reason why Carolina was so successful is because you used the whole offense. You didn't just go one specific person. And like Debo's not getting it done. Jeff Wilson Jr. has been solid, but outside a few home run runs, it's like, where's everything at? So I think with this trade, to me, I was thinking the Niners might do this because they need someone to take the heat off Deebo. They need a new outlet for Jimmy Garoppolo. And for all we know, it's going to make the running game as a whole better. I mean, they might still pack the box and, attack the line of scrimmage. But, hey, like Kyle's probably like, screw this. I just need another ball handler. I need someone we can just dump it off to, make it easier on our quarterback, because I think this trade signifies is, look, I'm Kyle Shanahan, and I do not trust Jimmy Garoppolo to throw, because he was throwing some dimes in Atlanta, and it was like, throw more of those. But he was like, nah. So even when he's proven it, it's like, doesn't matter. He's going to treat Jimmy as the guy who just needs to throw it to the guy's hands and let him do work.
Okay, here, I love it. Let me give you my interpretation. So I was kind of complaining all offseason that the Niners weren't all in. I said that a lot. They are not all in on this season. They have more moves they can make. They have more cap space they can use. Why is Jimmy still here? Well, then they slashed Jimmy's salary. They created this cap space. They didn't need cap space, but they made another. They went all in. And I appreciate them for going all in, because I felt like, what are you waiting for? That being said, so here's how I interpret this. The fact that they didn't go all in made me feel like Jed was being easy on him. It's like, hey, you went to the NFC Championship game. You got another few years. Like, nah, you're year to year, win this. You're in a Super Bowl window. So I feel like this confirms that they have to win now. No more injury excuses. You can't just be like, hey, our team's hurt. Sorry, Jed, we'll get them next year. No, do something right now. That's the way I look at it. And also, this team lost 3 games already they should have won. So they're sort of like behind the schedule they set for themselves. 3-3, they should be 6-0. They need to make a move, not to be Super Bowl favorites, but to keep this season from falling apart. They just lost to Atlanta. They lost to Chicago. So John and Kyle told the team and us that they did this because they're so confident in the team that they can make a run, and that this is similar to the Emmanuel Sanders thing. No, the Emmanuel Sanders thing happened when they were 6-0, and that's when they were confident. This is because they're desperate and they need something to save their season. And Christian, it's up to you. That's the way I see it. And maybe you will. Maybe he freaking will. But when they're trying to posture all this confidence and compare it to Emmanuel Sanders, I'm like, that was a way different circumstance. That team wasn't necessarily better than this team, but that team didn't give away 3 games they should have won earlier in the year. They were 6-0.
Yeah, and the Emmanuel Sanders trade, they needed a receiver badly. And I remember specifically, they weren't going to trade for a receiver. Had Trent Taylor and Jalen Hurd not gone down, they were holding out hope. And once they realized, like, once we realized neither of them were coming back, the trade wasn't going down.
Dante Pettis was playing poorly. Marquise Goodwin was playing poorly. Sorry. Yep.
One area of the wide receivers. McCaffrey is like the whole totality of the offense. And that's what I wrote about yesterday before the trade happened is, look, this trade is not just for like to help the run game or even the pass game. It's to help the whole offense, because Kyle pretty much also in that trade for McCaffrey pretty much said, I'm out of ideas, which now it's like making you look good in terms of, hey, Kyle Shanahan's getting figured out. And he's probably like, rather than saying, I'm going to change up my offense or add a new wrinkle, because he has said before, look, I don't install new plays. I just put different wrinkles on them. And it's like, well, your wrinkles aren't working. So once your wrinkles don't work, what are you going to do? Add more wrinkles and get a better player to save me. He's pretty much saying McCaffrey come save me. So
exactly,
a little bit of a concern.
So we agree on this. He is here he is Captain Save a Coach, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
He is here to save Kyle Shanahan's job. He just might. But the problem is Kyle has a tough time keeping his running backs healthy. 9 of them have missed games due to injury since he's been the head coach. So Kyle, time for you to buck this trend, because we know exactly why you traded for Christian.